We're going to do a Greedin run. I'm addicted to greed eating. Oh. This is a really, really good start. 9CRNZ9BL. Our tier rate is actually okay. I forgot they scale differently in this version of the game. Our damage is really good thanks to Sin Robes. And our HP is even better. We also get... wait, what? I couldn't use the pickaxe. Notched axe works differently. Okay, cool. Everyone who played Greed mode understands the idea of a compassionate god is a naive one. True. Though I do like Greed. I'm becoming a sucker for Greed again. But yeah, this actually, I was just telling the stream chat for the YouTube viewers that this might be one of the final batches of like oh, I can't do that right. Of non-edited Isaac videos. Because once I move out, we're getting back into the edited stuff because I'll have more time on my hands. So if you enjoy the non-edited podcast Isaac stuff, enjoy it while you can. It'll be still here, but like in a different form in the future. But we're also talking about the fact that the new Zelda game releases in like 4 days, which is... It feels kind of... I don't want to say surreal. But I did play Bot W like the day it dropped, and I have like really, really good memories of that game when it came out. Like just walking through the jungles and dyeing my armor and trying to be all cool and edgy. I really liked Breath of the Wild. I think most people like Breath of the Wild. I think everybody thought it was a pretty good game. Maybe a bit lackluster in terms of the dungeons and the story especially, but everything else about the game was like a really good reinvention of the Zelda formula. And now that Tears of the Kingdom is coming out soon, I mean, I'm stoked. I really am. Oh, okay. Yeah, I should be looking at the screen and maybe not chat. But I'm really excited. They did copy Genshin Impact, you're right. Every game... Well, here's my thing, is like... Tears of the Kingdom is falling victim to what every modern AAA game is doing now, which is... Tears of the Kingdom is... It's just another Bot W clone, guys. There's no originality, it's just Breath of the Wild again. Every modern game does that. It has to happen. We're playing Greed because Greed is a good mode. It's the best way to play Isaac. Don't quote me on that. But I am really stoked for it. I was not really into the game when I saw the first trailer. I was kind of... It just felt... I don't know. You know that feeling you get when you see a game like Sonic Frontiers where it looks like they created a really decent looking world, but they just kind of threw stuff in that world all hodgepodge. It doesn't really feel connected. It's very like sporadic. That's the vibe that I got from the first trailer, was that I should have used my axe there. I'm being a fool. They are just taking the Breath of the Wild world and just putting a bunch of random shit in there to make it look, you know, new. I was naive. I was dumb, and I made a mistake. Because after the second trailer and the gameplay testing came out, it all kind of fit together for me. Genshin is better not because of the gameplay, because of a lot of the hot anime men. True. True. But also take in consideration... Link clears every hot anime man in existence. I'm just saying. His name rhymes with Twink. You can't get any more, like, clear than that. It's not super boring. I mean, I can see why it's repetitive, but I think Greed's a nice change of pace from regular runs every once in a while. I don't really want Hive Mind right now. I do want something, though. Like car battery. One good active item now, and we are just set for life. If we can get Sprinkler, Pinking Shears, I mean, that's going to put us in a really good position. What is this tier rate? It's reset your run on Alt F4 material, but we're braver than that, so we're going to stick with it. I was in a bad place, all right? I'm not playing the greatest. My mind is... I'm thinking of Twink Link right now, so I can't really play... He bounced. I can't play Isaac super well. I'm distracted by it. This is not a great tier rate. I kind of forgot. It's not terrible. I mean, you can start with worse. I think 18 is the worst you can get in this game, in Afterbirth Plus, but the 15 is not too far off from 18. We're going to definitely go into our Devil Deal, though. Okay. I can't... Why can't you use the pickaxe? How does it work in this version of the game? You can't, like, swing it. Be safe. Be safe. Be safe. There we go. It's better than Notched Axe, and we have car battery. So this is going to clear a lot of waves for us in the future, and we can just keep going on down. We're playing as Eden with awful stats, but decent damage. Without Sin Robes, I think we would have still above 3. So I can't complain too much there. Getting a lot of battery-themed items. We could try to build a really strong active item build, but it's never a guarantee. It's the off-centered sinus infection sprite. Take a minute, look at it. What is wrong with that image right there? One pixel. 1 pixel off-centered. Yeah, I only noticed that after I'd already upgraded to Repentance. I was looking at old AB Plus footage for, I think, one of the early, like, alt floor analysis type videos. And I noticed it in that video. And I was like, oh my god. How did I live like this? Knowing that sinus infection could be a centered sprite. He should. There should be a mod that makes everything a little bit strange. Off-centered items, like slight color changes in enemies, making them like more red or whatever. Just things that like you could install on your friend's computer and they wouldn't notice, and they'd think that they are going insane. I want a mod like that. Okay, that was probably a dumb use of that, but there's a lot of tanky enemies on that screen, so I'm fine with it. Oh. They should do off-centered item sprites. I want you to change the coloring of certain like HP upgrade items, and like the titles. So like lunch becomes dinner, dinner becomes lunch. Just make things very slightly different. I would install that mod for the streak and not say anything until somebody in the comments pointed it out. If somebody made that mod, I would play with it for infinite time until somebody noticed. I think it'd be great. I need the tears up. I do. I need to be faster. That's much better. I gotta stop also taking really dumb damage because it's taking a toll on my mental state. Now, give me a brunch item. Is there there's no like brunch dinner combination, but there should be. I feel like I more often have like a lunch dinner than I do a breakfast lunch. Like when you eat a little bit too early, or you eat like a pretty sizable lunch at like 2 p.m. and you're not really hungry for dinner that day after that, I feel that more often than I feel the brunch effect. I'm going to definitely... Okay. I don't want to deal with you two freaks of nature. Oh. Flight and HP is better than damage and range. That's my take. And I'm not going to go back for the other battery. I think we just keep on going down. It's a good point. It's a hard choice to make. It is. Well, yeah, we'll be streaming. I don't know when this video is coming out. Probably like way after Zelda releases, but we're going to be streaming for like 4 days in a row, just playing Zelda and like one Lego thing. So if you're watching the video and you're like, man, I want to go watch this super handsome streamer live, well, probably live right now as you're watching your video. Hey, look at that. So just a thought. Another battery item. I'm going to bomb these fools. You didn't miss much, no. We're just working our way through a greed run, and then we are going to be doing some more normal runs until we die in this version of the game, and then go on to Repentance, where we might do this challenge in Repentance. We might just go back to doing modded characters. I don't know how much is released in terms of mods recently. I have not been keeping up with the... It's not really good enough for me. With the workshop, but... I'll go for the half price. Half price stay in this version of the game, so... I'm also going to grab this, because I think car battery might double that in this version of the game. Everything is really expensive. I have not, like, signed a lease for myself since I moved in here. Yeah, the bombs explode way faster. And when I was getting my new apartment in Milwaukee... I forgot that a down payment is like, or a security deposit, sorry, is 1 month's rent. It's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. Paying like 2 months rent for the first time you move into a place. It's crazy. Luckily, I'm financially okay, but if I didn't have that instant money on hand, I'd be stuck in Texas for longer, which is awful. Oh, I hope you're okay. Hope it wasn't your fault either. But that is scary. I'm glad you're at least alive. I remember last year for the Nuzlocke, everyone it was like a day before the Nuzlocke happened, and Banana Resort got into an accident and couldn't perform, and we got the DM of them just like in the hospital bed, like, hey guys, I probably can't play Isaac for a while. I was like, yeah, dude, don't worry about it. Like, holy shit, you get better. It's crazy. So I hope you're doing okay. Don't feel pressured to watch the Twitch stream if you're, you know, having to deal with real life car accident issues. Or hey, maybe the stream is helping. Your right hand mirror exploded. Oh, happened to one of my friends actually. They were speeding down the road, hit a mailbox with their mirror, and their whole entire mirror came off, and it was the mirror that has the thermometer in it. If you don't know, the way cars know the outside temperature is they have a thermometer in like the passenger side mirror. So they lost their thermometer, and I guess there was like, I don't know how true this is, but whenever they would drive on the highway and I was hanging out with her, there would be a really bad draft on the passenger side. So I think there was like a slight hole or a gap where the mirror got hit off, because you could feel the outside wind when you go above like 40 miles an hour. So I would get your mirror fixed, because it does more than I think people realize. And the drafts are not fun to deal with when you're driving at like 60 miles an hour. I've gotten into one accident. It wasn't my fault. And nothing bad happened. It was like a bumper tap, but it was on like the highway. When I was first moving down to Texas, we were going down like right past Dallas. I'm gonna buy this for the potential deal right now. We were going right past Dallas, and in Texas, the highway limits are like 70 in some areas. It goes from like 70 down to 60 up to 70. It's very sporadic, but people were going 80, and there's a guy right there. The rule of thumb with driving is that you need to follow the limit, but if everybody on the road is going like 10 over or 10 under, you follow what they're doing, because you driving at a different pace than them is riskier than you following the limit when everybody else isn't. So we were going 80 along with them, and the guy in front of me randomly fucking like just presses his brakes as hard as he can, because there's a big line of traffic ahead of us, essentially going from like an 80 to like what the fuck, dude. I hate this boss arena. Holy shit, I can't get track of where these guys are. There's too many stains here. We're not gonna die, but like, unfortunate. Double stain is very sad. Great thing to get for us here, because now we get Guardian Angel, and I guess I'm taking Protection Shield. But he slammed his brakes, and I have a Kia Forte. It's not the premium car you're looking for, right? Not at all. You do not drop hearts, so I'm gonna skip you. And he had like a really nice car, so his car can definitely stop quicker than mine can. I slam my brakes so hard they're pumping when like the ABS kicks in, and I tap his bumper. So we pull over to the side of the road, exchange information, all that. Nothing ever came of it. He apologized to us, so if there was an insurance situation, he would have been liable. Never apologize. You get into an accident. As bad as that sounds, never apologize. Never apologize. If you say sorry, they can use that against you for like fault. Never ever apologize if you're in an accident. Unless it's like, you know, vehemently your fault and you can't, you know, it's... Oh, that's spawn and more damage. Awesome. Never apologize, though. Huge. We're back in the swing. See you, Sam. But he apologized to us. I apologized then after he said sorry. Because, like, I don't think it was either of our faults. I think it was just some asshole in the very front of our giant traffic line just slammed the brakes for, you know, whatever godforsaken reason. But yeah, it sucked a lot, and I had pretty bad driving anxiety for a while after that, because when you get into any accident, no matter how minor, it does kind of freak you out. And Texas drivers are fucking crazy down here. because they only know how to drive in a city. They can't drive on back roads. They can only do like big city roads. So if you're ever like going down a back road near Dallas, Fort Worth area, a lot of assholes who can't drive. Growing up like basically only on back roads, you know, I was more accustomed to it. These city folk. But yeah, it's always scary no matter what happens. But I guess I had a couple, like, I wouldn't call them accidents, but somebody did hit me and run away, hit and run. The last day I had my old car, I had like an old Ford, and it was we're going to sell the car the next day. And I was going to get my Kia. I was in my school parking lot, went inside for school, came back out at noon to go to my apprenticeship at my work. Come outside, and somebody had hit the front of my car and broke part of the frame. Like, there was a big dent in the front. I had had that car for about 2 years, and I'd never had anything like that happen. Not a single dent or scratch on that car. Thanks for the gift sub to Pickle Toe. Oh, thank you, Watermelon. I had never had a single dent, not a scratch, not a broken mirror on that car. Oil was always changed every season. You know, I was very cautious about my car. I didn't want to ruin that car. The final day I have it, it was my mom's old car too. We had it in our family for our family for forever. And of course, the very final day before we sell it, somebody hits it and just runs away. Never found out who they were. There were no cameras in our school parking lot, so I couldn't like ask the school board or whatever. So we still sold it. There was no issue there, and I got my Kia for pretty cheap too. Really good price for what I got. And I still have that car. It's been what Desi uses to go to work is the Kia, and she's getting her own car finally soon. It's been, you know, forever, but oh, it's not a Tears Up, right? I forgot about that. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but car accidents, they will happen. Well, now Pickletoe has a sub. Legendary. Isaac with no mods is kind of cursed. I agree. That's more... I don't think we necessarily need another Tears upgrade. Let's check our item room before we start buying stuff. Okay. I'm gonna roll. I think our stats are fine. I was gonna say, I want a better active item. Now we have car battery. Sprinkler. So we do win. I want to look for more augmenting items for that. Oh, thank you, Sprinkler. I was just gassing you up when you do that to me. I shouldn't need a new car for a while. I almost have like 300,000 miles on my car now. That's a bad place to put that. So I should be getting a new car soon, but I'm also like, I'm financially okay, but not okay enough to go and buy a whole ass new car. So I'm gonna try to keep this Kia for as long as I can. The problem is, so when I lived in Chicago, Desi lived in Wisconsin. It was about like a 2-hour drive to go see her every weekend. A lot of miles. Every weekend for about a year driving, you know, back and forth. So it's like a double trip. Yeah, it's a lot of miles in the car. Then driving down to Texas was, of course, like 1,500 miles. And then her going to work every day, it's like a 20 to 30 minute drive. So there's a lot of miles in that car now. But it's reliable, man. The batteries died a couple times, sure, but the car itself never done me wrong. Not even once. Okay, we do it one more time. We fight these jokers, and then we go hopefully get another angel deal, maybe? Question mark? Is this real, chat? One more angel deal? Goodbye. Yeah? It's car battery. So it will be a double heart right there. Magician card is really, really good for the fight against Ultra Greed, because we can make our shots homing. Okay, I think I'm just good to leave. We'll have homing sprinkling shots, which will hit him from pretty much anywhere on the screen. So we are going to crush this run. I think I'm just going to save money from here on out, now that I think about it. I think that'll be the right play to make. I don't need to worry about buying a bunch of stuff. Mama Mega twice in a row. Okay. Not a coward. Well, that's a free curse room for us, so sure. Pop that baddie down right there, and we have a 3 charge on it. It's not going to do us much good for the fight. I don't know which battery does which. I learned it a while ago, kind of just forgot it. So I just buy whatever battery I see and hope it's the right one. Ooh, okay. Thank you for not hitting me. I think from here I will save charge. Well, no, I can do... I don't want to miscount and be like 1 short for the fight, so I'm just not going to pop it. We're going to save our sprinkler. The Ultra Greed fight is more important than beating these waves like 20% quicker. We'll be fine either way. If we take absurd damage, it's on me, regardless. We could have totally put another one down, but I'm going to make my bet and I'm going to lie in it either way. But hopefully your car accident stuff, as long-winded as that anecdote was, goes better. Hopefully your insurance covers that. That would be best case scenario. Luckily, I have insurance. You have to have insurance, and I don't know if it's U.S. or just like Texas, but you have to have like $20,000 of personal insurance, I think, on a vehicle to drive it, and you have to also have some amount of a different kind of insurance as well. I don't know. I don't worry about the nitty gritty. I just drive my car and just don't get pulled over. That's my thing. What's up, Chess Wiz? Hello, sir. Goodbye. Yeah, we'll just do it. Oh, I forgot this was a wave that can happen in this mode. It's fine. The masks all go to the bottom of the screen. Will be okay. Just bait them around. You missed it. You already know what the announcement is. You're on the team for it, but yeah. 1.5 hours left, and then the video comes out. This is a wonderful devil deal for us. Okay, let's leave. We would have had plenty of charges to pop 1 more sprinkler down, but we took like 1 hit on that floor, so it doesn't make a really big deal. No bad fight. It's fine. It's no telefragging monstro from the top of the screen, so we take it. We get 1 sprinkler pop. We gotta put it somewhere good because we're gonna have the magician card. There we go. Homing double sprinkler shots, it's GG. The announcement was that there's a LEGO speedrunning monthly recap series starting that I'll be editing and doing some work for on the LEGO Speedrun YouTube channel. And also that the LEGO Star Wars randomizer, like the full randomization script, is going to be finished by around the end of this or next week. So you can now like actually randomize your game every playthrough and have different bosses show up in different arrangements, which leads for like infinite racing and replay potential. So if you're a fan of the LEGO randomizer I did with Wii Super a long time ago, we're going to do another one of those, hopefully. Hopefully many more. Hopefully many more. I have not played much of Superheroes 2 outside of the first level for the touching water and grass challenge I did. Which, hey, I've mentioned that yet, but it finally hit 1 million views. My first, like, 1 million viewed YouTube video. TikTok had one before that because one of my Isaac things randomly did super well. But huge moment. Finally in the 1 million club. It's really strange to see like a 1M next to a video of mine. It freaks me out. Especially knowing that like a year ago, I would have been banking on it being like an Isaac video, and Isaac can't even crack like 1K view, and now it's like, oh, hey, by the way, riding off of George's trend is 1 million views. Crazy. Crazy. And the no jump video got a random resurgence recently. I got like 30 comments in that video yesterday, and that hasn't happened in like months. Easiest win of my life. I'm going to get a 1% drop, watch this, or a 1% clog. Ready for this? $150, $160, $170. Oh, took all of my money. Well, if you're watching on YouTube, thanks for watching. See you later.